This sounds familiar.
No mana! Out of mana! No mana!
In today's video we will fix our mana issues and I will show you guys how you can improve your damage significantly and just kill tier 17 map bosses without an issue with difficulty levels as well. What's up guys, Pidget here. I know the mana was absolutely an issue, especially if you was unlucky, lucky, how can I say it, when you getting plus levels on your weapon, so your mana cost was becoming horrendously bad and it was running out after a few attack. But as you can see here in the clip, I can easily sustain my mana even after my Lunar Blessing pressing. That is more than my half of my mana bar easily, but yet I can easily sustain my mana as you can see here. So the thing is guys, we added Mana Leech and the new support gem as well, a lineage support gem, Oishin's what, and this was not even available in the currency exchange, so this is why maybe you was not even heard about this support gem, but yesterday with the patch they added to the currency exchange, so you can now search it. Before that you was able to find it on the trade site. So we have a lot of things to cover today as well, because I changed the tree as well, the gear a little bit, and also the support gem setup as well. Start with how you can sustain your mana pretty easily and also pretty cheap as well, because the things that we're using is kinda cheap and also very accessible as well. So let's start with the main thing. We're using Oishin Oats. So once again, this was not available at the currency exchange, so this is why you was not even seeing at the results. And this support gem is costing exactly 4 whole exalted, as you can see here. It's pretty damn cheap. What is this support gem is doing? Mana Leech from support as skills recovers based on elemental damage types instead of physical damage. So because majority of our damage, elemental damage such as like cold, right? Because Lunar Assault, the ice fragments and so on, we can leech elemental damage as mana if you have, that is the most important part guys. If you don't have physical attack damage leashed as mana on your ring, then you're not able to use that one. You can also get on your gloves as well or on your ring. So it's up to you, or what is your budget is allowing to you to do. So the thing is, basically this is alone. I'm not saying it's enough, but you can improve even further. Now there is another very interesting flask, the Lavianag spirits. I was using this one in the last couple of days from the literally from like day 1, day 2 update videos if you was paying attention. So this is always active. This will give you mana recovery, and you cannot use this flask. If I pressing my mana flask, it's not activates because it's always active. And also on the passive tree we can pick up a very interesting node down there, Lavianag's Brew. 30% increase mana cost efficiency of attacks during any mana flask effect. Because this has always uptime, then we can get literally 30% mana cost reduction. So if I removing this, so my Lunar Assault currently costing 76 mana, I removing it 99 mana. Imagine that, 99 mana per attack. Imagine just, okay? So here if you putting back, because it's always active, you getting much better mana cost and much better sustainment with that one. Also a little thing about this flask as well, so this is much more like a damage oriented thing. You can also anoint something like that, something happening during effect. Currently I anointed the embedded power, increase attack speed during any flask effect and increase damage during any flask effect, because once again this is active. So I will show you in a second. So you can see here, if I removing my mana flask, it's lowering down my damage significantly because of this anointment, and this is kind of insane in my opinion as well guys. So this is how you can utilize this one and increase your damage even further. Also we got a new weapon yesterday guys. It's kind of insane and unlucky at the same time, so this is why I was going on the quest to fix my mana issues, because I get +4 of all melee skills on my weapon. So this was kind of, you know, unlucky and lucky at the same time, because this is why my mana cost is way higher than it's supposed to be, but also it's dealing much more damage because, you know, the levels is scaling as well, so like maybe 15-20% more damage. And also as you can see here, these things is kind of disgusting. It's a 580 physical DPS weapon with crit chance and also all level of melee skills, and I was crafted this one. Literally the way you crafting it I will include in the mobilities guide how you can craft this one, but long story short, you starting as a blue weapon, you aiming hybrid physical damage, so it has physical damage and accuracy rating at the same time, and also a good suffix such as like crit chance, and then you using this essence, so you granulated hit to the physical damage. Simple as that. This is how I got the big physical damage roll on this one, and then you simply just desecrate your weapon like this. Desecrating, this is cheap, right? And also you need to force out a prefix with the Omen of Sinistra Necromancy, because you basically just have, you know, one suffix and two prefix, right? So it could add the suffix that you don't want. So the basic thing, you're using this and the desecrate weapon thing. If you have money to burn and you want an insane weapon and give yourself a better chance, you can just purchase as well the Omen of Abyssal Echoes. You can reroll the second time your Abyss modifier, right? Because we aiming increase physical damage. Sadly, I was kind of unlucky with that one because I hit just only 80% physical damage, because I could hit like 120, 140 physical damage increase. That would be much better, but honestly, this is still insane. I can tell you that I made this weapon less than for 1 divine. Why this weapon price tag is like 5, 6 divine or 7 even. So it's kind of expensive if you purchasing as the finalized product. Now the passive tree, guys, because the passive tree is also changed up a little bit, because I wanted more damage and also I give up a little bit of energy shield, so we're not losing too much, as you can see here. So we have still almost 3k energy shield and also decent amount of armor, but guys, I can tell you that I feel like the armor is doing absolutely nothing. So this is why I was instead increasing my damage, and also now my chaos resistance is also pretty damn good condition right now, because I using chaos res here, chaos res here, chaos res here, simple as that, and also I get a new bed as well with chaos resistance. So this is how I get my chaos res that high, but it's still not too high, right? But it's kind of expensive to fix my chaos resistance. Now the newest thing that we picked up on the tree, guys, that is very important, and that's it, this little wheel, right? I was not using this one before because my weapon was allowing me to penetrate the enemy cold resistance. I had 18% penetration, so this is why I was not picking up this one before, but now I don't have, so I was needed to pick up this one, and also the dimensional weak spot. So hits have 50% chance to treat enemy monster elemental resistance values as inverted. That means if a monster has 75% elemental resistance, such as like a boss, you have a chance to inverting that one to -75, because this is how it's working. This is significant damage increase if you rolling this one, although we still need cold penetration, because majority of the time, you know, this is not happening, especially when you pulling all of your eye shard with your cross slash. So this is not I'm not saying, you know, up all the time, but you can get absolute lucky, like every single projectile is inverting, so you literally just deleting the boss from like almost full HP as well, but sometimes it's just you low roll. And the other thing is, guys, I currently dropped the Adamant recovery because once again I needed the damage wheel, so we dropped that, and also my energy shield recharge rate is still pretty damn nice, as you can see here, 2 seconds, so, or only my recharge rate go down a little bit, so from 700 to 400. It's noticeable, but honestly, man, I literally, as you can see here, I leveled up level 90 as well, so it's kind of good as well, so it's kind of safe as well. Only just a few very weird you know, rare monster can kill me that I'm not dealing damage to them, or I don't know, just getting one tabbed. So this is why I think armor has to go, and I have a plan to go CI soon. So now the gems and gemlings. because I leveled up level 90, my shred got the last socket. As you can see here, this is why I have a 6-link shred. So you need to level up level 90 and you will immediately unlock this socket. And now what we're using on the shred, we're using blindside, rapid attacks 2, concentrated effect, concentrated area, and long fuse, and elemental ornament 3. Now you would ask why. So this is 36% more damage multiplier because we shocking, freezing, and igniting the target, and also chilling as well. But also the freeze and the chill is the same elemental group. So this is why I added this one, because this is just literally free for us. It's better than the 25%, and also we every single time we shocking, igniting, and freezing the target before we even starting using the shred. So this is why I feel like this is a pretty nice pickup. And the next one, on the Lunar Assault, we're using Oshin's Oath once again with Rapid Attacks 2, Elemental Ornament 2, and Batar's Vengeance once again. This is at the currency exchange, so you can purchase this from there, and Ancestral Call 2. And on the pounds, we're using Mark of Ciphering. So on boss fight, this is also additional mana leech source and also little life leech source as well. And we're using Charge Mark once again. This is how we're shocking and getting the shock ground and the shock effect on the target. And Freezing Mark, this is not new. And we're using cooldown recovery 2, so we can pounce much more sooner than normally. We're using Combat Frenzy once again because when we freezing a target, Frenzy Charge, and we have a chance to get other charges as well, but we have Power Charge generation through the Breath of the Mountains, so that is how you can generate that one. And the reason why we want that, because of the charge regulation, so we will getting more critical hit chance by have a Power Charge, and also increased skill speed by we have a Frenzy Charge, which is very welcomed, and also Eternal Rage, and Lunar Blessing with cooldown recovery rate 2, Elemental Ornament 2, and also Second Wind 3, and Prolonged Duration. And on the Thunderstorm, I'm using Blind only. The Blind is needed because of the blind side on the shred, so we have Blind as well, and we're dealing more critical damage bonus, and we have more critical hit chance as well. So this ability has like 80% crit chance or something like that, so it's kind of insane in my opinion. So this is why we're using it, and also this is making much more likely to freeze and also shock the target. I feel like this setup will serve you well. So I had zero issue with them after I get all of this stuff. So basically that is enough to sustain your mana, deal more damage, and also being tonky while you playing. It's kind of good in my opinion. And basically guys, I feel like the next step will be, as I mentioned, going full CI, because I have the planned POB, luckily, because Path of Building got updated, so I put together a POB for it, and it will have insane amount of energy shield. Literally will triple my defenses easily, and also my survivability will just go up significantly. Till then guys, I hope you enjoyed this update video. If you have any question, please leave a comment below, or you can find me on twitch.tv/Pridget2. Thanks for watching, I was Pridget, see you next time.